Assalamu alaikum guys, this is Sam and a very warm welcome back to another video with me here at Sam of Somalia. In this lesson I thought I'd go over something sort of Somalia, Somalia the country based, which I don't often do on this channel just because, I mean, I haven't been to Somalia yet, but you know, I thought it was something useful, you know, because I was doing some Somali the other day and I kind of came across this thing that I learnt when I was at university, and it's that in Somalia there aren't quite the same seasons that we have in the UK. Like, they don't sort of line up with like a summer, winter, autumn, spring type thing. So I wanted to go through like the 4 seasons sort of one by one and talk about how exactly they're different. Because here in the UK, like, we have quite, even though it's always just cold and wet and horrible, but like in Somalia they do have like 4 quite distinct seasons, and they're not quite in line with what the trees are like. Like, we say like autumn when the leaves are falling off, and spring when it's coming into summer and stuff. Like, spring and autumn are just transitions into summer and winter, really, aren't they? But like in Somalia it's more to do with how dry and how wet the seasons are. That's a more important way in Somalia to talk about the seasons, rather than, you know, for us maybe it's more to do with just, I don't know, it seems to be what the trees and what the nature around us looks like. But obviously in Somalia the focus is on when it rains. So the first of the seasons is called Jilal, and it actually starts in about December and finishes in about March, I think, sort of December to March, and it's called Jilal, and this is kind of like mostly a hot and dry season. The second of the seasons runs from sort of April to June, and it's called Gu, and it's sort of mostly a wet season. It's known to be more of a wet season than what Jilal was that came before it. The third of the seasons is called Haga, and it runs sort of July to August, and that's also a dry season as well, just like Jilal was. The fourth of the seasons is called Dayr and runs from sort of September to November, and that's thought of as like a lesser wet season. It's not as wet as Gut is, but it is thought of as like a wet season. So if we run through all of them just one more time to try to make sure that we memorize them. Firstly, we have Jilal, the next one we have is Gut, and the next one that we have is Haga, and then the last of all of them is Dayr. If you enjoyed this little Somali language bite, and I really hope you did, then don't forget to like and share it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.